Sulemana ni ha we app on how mo hye no sometimes no nuama ene what this role no Sulemana baba bejina Jordan achi na calibre chi so ho having this lineup no coach ni decided say obebiem kakra
okay
but obe defend more obebiem kakra but obe defend more biem no obebiem no will be subject to a kwan aba bedem akwan medem ayenko siase o
okay
and you say a family no me everybody out no. Always they have the ball, but you be name mommy corner. It's subject to certain openings. Be your area. So coach no coach here Panama kakra. Don't forget say so far games I have bought ni na no. Who ye countries omo den pa no Ghana eka ho. We stay a lot of the time without the ball. So England ever town no. Now more they certain free man Midfield constant. Declan Rice, Anderson and Jude Bellingham ever. But Hurricane no a role and I said the profile into no.
Yeah.
Ultimate dropping by fever but they are kind of say half midfielder. And sign of quite final third. I could bought the other part of the road no as so. Now a converting system no into 4-2-3-1 no about 4-3-3 with Gordon Madueke and Hurricane in the final third.
Yeah.
Couple. Yeah, coach they say. What check England 40 million no and the pa you can say playmaker. A Hurricane no or striker no it's in your man the chi and what the game mark on the or ban chi ho na be hwe no and you pick it to Maspati technical meeting no ya giatum players no obi anim the role ya ba game no Hurricane or drop by ya to Maspati or drop by ya pate in and out of the box pate in the film o she shape na 4-1-4-1 means Hurricane we your ba be defense anymore about be top to Maspati and he connect call 4-1-4-1 meaning irreducible becomes the double number 8 behind Jordan. Now say a press a more no side ha a renchina koha.
Yeah.
More no side ha Sibu and a baha. But more no chin one as a mignone in Akiabua. Coach no Emma boys no etiwe say. Croatia will be a bit different. Let me share Croatia 14 no di na me who say nipa ba ko ne hu hia sebe omo senior man oya
Modric
oya kokra me sebe dey show because me be so oya kokra oho di adna kwakwa na Modric no the roles ni 2 Hurricane na the roles no 2 oba boa midfielders na all co attack look at Modric ni role no first one no me highlights but me the second one no bad because second one here the final third abrabia ball no be kon chen no look at Modric obeba ha
oba mfimfini o
o hwe ball na fa 2-3
okay
mfimfini no ma menchire yi obaba zone 14 the zone 14 is a junction between the number 10s and the number 6s
okay omo mfimfini ho no
eho sa junction for zone 14
okay
eho na 10 for ni ball ni nyina playmakers no omo enna omo a breaking game no
omo so
kanato because of the defense ni and also jina attackers na chi na Croatia there no ball the conchen we are look at much oba be support two strikers no box to oba be twen wa ha then to twen wa ha say otimi pai bi she
okay
it's a conchen
ya to na to ya
yes eti ha no oye ne ma be miensa enan oscan oye dynamic o change position sometimes or pretend means so who's the depending na chi wa ha otimi jina say the oye
ne mpaboa no
na me sha oboa
okay.
So the role is very important. Let me say how do you papa because area had Thomas Partey a role. What would you make? How do you deep? It will never be Thomas Partey and Caleb Sibobo or whoever area. But yeah, Shannon so whenever the ball goes out wide in the channels, look at Modric. Now look at the scan. He tries to find out any part of the distance between any part of the neighborhood. Or go one touch or on the ball no box room, and we need to avoid such situations. So me musa say oh na ball ni on chen na obeba na ball ni chen na better ball na konche ho na when na the konche ho those are the parties. Let's speak to it because coach Carlos on the boys need to come in thinking and discussing all of that. Croatia for about 2 different systems and mahunu pa back here free back and back a 4-man back line. Now free back you know no we are very narrow no means me and Sunny no couple omo f4 so that really exposes Modric and Kovacic, you know. Exposes so much. These guys in the na obo game no ejuna mo Kovacic and Modric. So whether 4-2-3-1, 3-4-2-1, whichever formation be no Modric Kovacic are very very important. Couple who say GSA what come no from one to whatever G and be no e be important Cabroni French ho.
Yeah.
Who say Modric ni sorry Kovacic ni who Kovacic wo deeper Modric wo ha who Modric wo deeper Kovacic wo ha. Now G be very important. Then we say G one need two no how ya na ka no ntimi move kra.
Yeah, say no na start here mo.
Ofri two na person call for na how.
Yeah.
Today no cry adwuma ti etwem ko. Kaponim kachi. So look at the formation here. This is Croatia for 4-man back line. No. Now when a converted 4-2-3-1, show TV this no back four ni. Back four ni. Pacho no.
Yeah.
Two ni. Kovacic and a Modric.
Modric, yeah.
You see, one is close to the defense, the other one is close
to the attack.
Omo say.
To omo no untimi asane mani pa ba go omo sesa.
You must say by zone sesa.
Okay.
Any passes about zone sesa.
Okay. Inti do obeba bia na ese party say
Inti na Hurricane kwa.
Yeah.
You dey say obeba.
Okay.
It's near Jerome any ajete. Oh, and only zone. The zone will not change, but will change position.
Okay.
It's maybe our call you for me na kwai.
Okay.
But I was behind you give me two Yeah. So the roles change. Personal will change.
Yeah.
But zones no there. You know how the idea of Bebaho, I hope before from Bebaho. How you very important to them.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the GR1 I was telling you how they build out of the box. The first phase. Omokwa. The other day, let me ask a question. We say, who team na Busquets e omua? Who team na Vitinha omua? Who team na Pirlo e omua? Who team na Kimmich omua? Couple, Marco Jinabo next year body Tumako. Marco Jinabo next year body Tumako. You can't play above them or over them. You play through them. Busquets on a job body free one on another call. Pirlo on a jeko. Kimmich on a jeko. One say Ankrofono. Vitinha on a jeko. So how do you destabilize that relationship between this guy and then the defense? Because Modric won my own ball in fan ho. Kovacic so similarly own ball in fan.
Yeah.
A couple of the key question here they say they always have two strikers in the final third. Two players out wide. Now omo formation 4-2-3-1 and converted to 4-2 central, two out wide and a two top. Pasalic, Perisic, America 4-2 no. Peter Musa, Ante Budime. We do no top.
Yeah.
I tell you, I mean, Kramark, so Makako support to attack him. But I keep saying, Rono the S. Now find out something here. Now you're more common. I had here a purely tactical.
Oh no.
3 back in here, 3 back with Kovacic. Also, by the ball or the
yeah.
I'm first face in here, I'm more bomb go two, so I'm person because Modric and person the top form. Kovacic is person the top form. I'm more faster away you move
every game, okay.
No, sound of bomb. They go through these two guys. I want the ball the conchain. I want the conchain we are sound of my running. I could train ball no hold. Now I think you have the picture.
The ball no they will play on my ball no more.
Yes. And a corner first on Bono, Modric or Kovacic, but I could be center backs two in them. Either Duje Kalikata on the Sutalo or Mumianu and what to that's his Kovacic. Why yes, Edgeman, we are Modric the best Edgeman. Oh yeah, look out for the other partner. On the better joining us on the Monaco. I can't change we are back over car. Never come by box or me do a bad box or drop pano. I am Modric. Name of the Etienne say because I have 3 back in tea. You are not space with the hole. It's count to be at 2 whole opponent and so far because 3 back no a narrow for so it leaves the big gap here. It leaves that big gap here.
There's your advantage or
I mean show. It's a common who do my whole day no. Now who day no so our weakness.
Okay. The honor is a semenyo here on.
That is how the game is. Honor already semenyo crowd. Our strength.
Yeah.
But of course our weakness. So Croatia further build it from here. If whenever you want to force them into a system and your Mosala, they struggle. These two guys are very, very important. Very important. In sitting in the blocks, Panama for us switch 5-4-1. Meaning, say you have about 9 players behind the ball, and remember Modric has 3 blocks to know. So Modric has 3 who it's so about support Kovacic, no job on the call. Couple, you have a team one. Say midfield the center for ball now, just able to Boy, you're going to for so you'll be at 50-50.
Sure.
But it's our form that they have control on the ball. So a bad day, you have distracted the relationship between the defense and then the midfield. The other day it was Hurricane and the midfield. Thomas Partey did that.
Yeah.
Today it is the midfield and the defense. Attack remain useless. It's not the other one also. Because one now watch them. Have you seen the two guys? When you home have been not as a born country. Watch Modric. Patrol baby or
yeah.
When you who's a born one Chebiana, he's around this zone. He's there.
Yeah.
Patrol no.
Yeah.
Someone country he takes charge of the distributions.
Also, when any ship because the position be answer your pool no.
Yeah.
Your jibon no. Well, has his a born no to mana is facing the pool.
And anytime be across the banner, rebound to the future. Second ball to the future.
And also Ujinanimu.
Ujinanimu be pay pa.
So I get to mo ya to born fast no more pimo it me be seen him.
Most of his other game let's couple. You clear under pressure. Few times I know with me I got to safety intentionally. Don't want to born by use my head. You
pimo to baby.
I got to senior man anymore. I no taba pa.
Okay. Wow.
Now, over the house, and I'm one chain. One chain, they can go out, they can go inside. The person trying to say, oh, make me the ball fire, make me the fire. But all they try to look out for, first of all, is to send the ball out wide.
How maybe I know you know, ball no coy no. Goalkeeper near pull out, no, a benchkeeper near you. Means your train second ball.
Sana, they little couple. One will say, ye real come away, but Omumi and Unity, won't me forget your more. Also, two no more.
Yeah.
Then the two
yeah.
Now,
yeah.
We are Modric and a Kovacic, and the two strikers in the two wingers, you know. So I have 4 at the back, 2 in the middle, 2 wide, and the 2 strikers top. Or more task stay very narrow, and 2 center forwards, you know, or more bembe. And yet center forwards are more concerning because they already have natural wingers.
Yeah.
They leave the space to them and then they stay on the center backs.
Yeah.
It's when we know, and normally a 5-5 will be face direct. Because they leave the channels for the wingers. Then Fifi and some Modric, you know, on the Kovacic, you know, on why you're Majumano, we are seeing it. And it's just going to be like that in the game.
The Modric, you know, what is it made in every game?
Easy. Easy. One, first of all, it depends on intelligence. Apart from that, physically, only game no beam. Now, all your Croatia team, you power lose balls, palmer counter, at 20 or Modric.
Okay.
Or lose one or top form to Sasa, but on man a time one. You believe him. So everybody doing China, they are cross baby. So many body doing China, you find more bodies in the box.
The rings for you.
Over show you, should be a body free body.
Okay.
Against England, but be a body free by now fire my gay. Ukrainian and Shakia.
Maduiki.
Luke Shakia, but be a one call Hurricane, near cutting out. One body defenders and so because it's so be asshole. I had do a bano. Who forgets it? What they come on? Have you seen the 2 different things?
Okay, so you can apply England system to this game.
I mean, sharp, a couple of companies so.
Yentimi fast, England system, no maha.
Dabi.
You are no more to pass Nabano. Madueko to major born now about then baby and you'll be any problem.
Okay, check England possession. My gay as a concern a ball not to drop because we didn't care about them.
Yeah.
There is somebody on fat. Anderson and the money in Bobby. Now do the free move to say. But we didn't care because Hurricane no. Yeah, do full crowd. I do an beer, but when we know attackers in here will be the ball but go there and disrupt them.
Madam Fama. Okay.
So the body could do in China. Now we said in a send the Croatia force to attack in a couple. I'm also weak on one channel because of how I'm attacking into them. Weaknesses and I am like that.
Okay.
Weaknesses and I am one channel. Croatia 4 goals over conceding, or chances of a CD and I want China because I'm more irrecoverant them.
They can't turn to
more so, I'm more midfielders too, no, your more money. It's now Percival and then Modric and I had your better form. Per Calibrinci and then Modric and I had your better form.
Okay.
Game near a technique, not a physique.
Yeah.
It would be a psychological and England for the frustrated Casano. Just a coach in the boys in England. You don't buzz the basis 30 minutes or Macasacasa. Just a psychologically, they are also weak there. when we know the baby we free by the psychological when you week on babo ball na kusi 90 minutes ho de kakra baby ahoden ni e Modric side and a Kovacic it is say Caleb no and on now so Modric so
okay
so me new roller and yeah whoever but the one that stays on Modric me nya na kan kura ni bia
Majomudi
well pull Modric off because otitito or ocean 90 minutes no and in saying so on 90 minutes omoni ye no be ball around 60 to 65 minutes almost sano so injury ambaso anya card and America on be fimu 60 to 65 minutes omo me no nyina Luka Modric no because they can survive the game in 2018 Croatia had the second physical index according to FIFA behind France just one more 90 minutes now you also have the 20 minutes also almost our
strength
but this team is a bit different and what na kodi animu ho but the fin no energy not dropping so don't allow them to carry the ball our top wall and then attackers in the bay we will discuss the rules so couple I'm common in the edge there have been certain counters be a me hopa counters be every time Croatia benya counter no but who about 3 different parties I mean now too Luka Modric in crab now on the second receiver
okay
say case obi nya counter mean is wo deep na onya ball and wo counter the nka wo be ye wo no patriotic ase eti Panama for ne back Croatia for so ball na nya nhye Croatia for be nya ball no the best ball no bo say chen Luka Modric jan onyina ho Modric na afa ball no sani ma no so do na beto enti hwade wa ha Modric
yeah
this was a 50-50 but Modric ni on a far ball he's naturally a good passer or intelligent into we are ball ni say no oh no what we drag team the call and in as much as the bet me a call so no I'm counter near very dangerous but me catch her say counter no should be 2 or more I'm to be recover oh these are the situations me can was no any time almost a cover section and drop your defense no now my catch her say I'm way for no so that stronger I'm lateral no it offers chances just as I was sunya on be punish no me who so mo friendly game I'm on a Belgium boy no dokumo it take advantage most often no person mo switch ball no e dey call outward but counters in the tour we say Modric be fa ball no can you see Modric on
yeah
it's yana me person really good for mama
mo man ko ma no fa ball no nko
because of fa ball no let's say so onyo be fa kra na do be fa no be German they believe said or them obe choose bia no e okay for them
one will decide
game controller
okay 1 2 3 be other ball na to
o chance could you are I'm partial.
Awesome, bad.
But for counter who and similarly, other counters and also be Aboetia Croatia for no or my struggle pa. I'm away for the I've told you already. Say I'm yes, the same thing. Now I don't know. Say the Croatia for see a powerful box room during headers, you know. But I'm also box room no couple. I'm very very sloppy. I'm away and then in the area.
Okay.
They are looking for no. The same thing as also they are not really stronger here and this includes even the set pieces say the musician show I've just been surprised almost per far post almost per center no almost per near post the same situation is so what I show La Liga first I show a do corners and the penalties patterns and how I very pretty and then you can organize them. And I've told you some way for no to create chances so let's talk about this and then be done. Me will move few set pieces view her contest and then my catch say a 2 will be so set pieces no will be I'm na ball mudi should be on the better they went for the far post I'm going for far post you know just the center here you know they go in a situation a bit keeper na powerless so like I was saying Shade to remember what I say first of all 1 2 3 4 5 6 also more players on box room apart from that they still have 2 players here but you know when we are from possession security. They try to sustain pressure. Someone yeah. Pressure they keep the possession. So that I want to make trouble.
Yeah.
When we shoot from Hakoshe and they also have a bit of defensive idea. 50-50 away more. Yatadi Kudusune Ali Sedu.
Yeah.
They play those roles. So the told me say it's a haku. Obi an ho ha or what a lot of Nema on the profile. Yatadi this side. And no part share. Na chance na akọ you know. So Ebasa also without the ball always say also so the two players but let's look at this area Serameka say very important, you know. Just the far post and then the center part of the field. Watch it here. Yeah, we in common. Extra and then this is the central part of a team.
Yeah.
Every time I'm corner in or bossy baby a penalty spot or a body a trim. We can't no more corner scaffold.
Wow.
So Croatia, then they said, Yomo. Back to this, based on this discussion, my direction may say, Baby a Jordan one. As you see a Pubian who are the home to me, yes, I'm Modric Jumano.
Okay.
Thomas Patent me free defense and move myself
yeah.
And China, they mean say Sahaku and probably 7 year ball. Who are more the other game now.
Yeah.
So Sahaku ne 7 year body. Jordan captain better Homa. Thomas Brand Lasante Bemame, oh, the bully force, no. Because a couple of jam on the ball, but and then across the Subenya because we know England, they don't have force so more country. We don't have force so more.
They won't bomb my dear.
I'm going to bomb my dear country other than that. But we have a force so more long. And your woman Fino. My children are more called
that. Force I will force you to play wide. No, they are doing that.
Bra.
Inti ena says England touches in the Yamaha. Coach Carlos Quiroz, we was already a new teacher. There's a different method, and different approach, and I know for sure that one was a tactical man. He's reading and
believe it.
Yeah.
But the periodical say rule around Jordan because you know Jordan can't really.
Yeah.
And we can't leave Modric and cover such one thing.
Yeah.
That disruption, you boost our bridge, our top one.
So we need free.
So Symbols a second striker behind Jordan, Caleb a second striker, Thomas Bernasante a second striker. Who has to fit that role around Jordan? I am sure Kamal Dean they wouldn't be a few for them.
Yeah.
Over Kamal Dean CCA. Yeah. And a Kwaku in Aki soon to be my second hole. Near from injury, no nay. Or near Modric height and a pedal. Maybe probably about some Modric so.
Yeah.
Some of the selection may probably about a sham Modric so. But frustrating on this idea. So,
and as a guy.
So what you say, we avoid Portugal, and you report Portugal go show Colombia. No, this is top here. So we must have Portugal.
Yeah.
Then the third now also no.
And Vasoben also. So win your game.
So just win your game, win or draw your game and move on. And I try to be and I say, baby, a team na baby Bruno. Your befia ma be discuss this and say we don't have the luxury of losing games.
Okay.
So your money in free team and I'll come and explain why.
Okay.
Your befia the luxury of losing games currently we don't have that.
Okay.
And it's about discussion.
Yeah.
But kakra bi wana ma no na men touch 1 or 2. Story free and no ebe nyina Steve. I want 10 times you say Marcelo Bielsa overrated. Enkomo ekoso internet ni nyina so no. Ene Uruguay fo krom ho no ni nyina obobo afo mo kokko apai.
Experienced coach like
Bielsa.
Overrated.
Una o say watiti coaches bi ti say Areola. And the coaches are who we are seeing now. Moshu Pochettino mu nyina di nkomo a omo se Marcelo Bielsa na young mentor. Omo hwe ne so disua de de be coach na dwuma be drum pempen so mo de aba be duru. Na manya abotra hwe Marcelo Bielsa teams ne ba. Na me say enkoda do na wom. Maybe enkoda ne bi be ka say he is overrated. But the impact this man has had on world football, and especially Argentine coaches, you can't explain it. We're going to be about teams in there.
Yeah.
But he has become a victim of Onwa Kasani's own choices and decisions at this World Cup. And I think he could turn too easily to the pressure of the Uruguay for no. Anodi Musilea Ekoda Puni. No single goalkeeper anaye more errors in a World Cup tournament than Musilera. Ononkwa imiensa.
3 errors leading to a goal.
Ni nyina aka wo so bi na ama Uruguay.
Nkono.
Omafiri mu no.
So no obedu omawu pa.
Obedu omawu. Na emom, this comes as a result of the conversation that you had before the World Cup when squad selection barbonting.
Okay.
So we are there, and when you are going to major tournaments, loyalty will play a part.
Yeah, for sure.
Loyalty will play a part. And I think for him, he might look at his bench and believe like, oh, Muslera or 40 years, what this World Cup level, let us take him along. Yeah. But sometimes experience can count when Nipane impact in the national team in Boadu and Tiasiaso. So for example, James Rodriguez in Colombia. Usheni age. No I a level no. Born Obama Colombia no. Already age na. Utimi yire no hobo born a positive impact on the team de ma Colombia. What did they mention as? May you quatna see who chua. When you see do World Cup be a solid.
Yeah.
Ne moment prim no. See the neko to Paul Muse on na and for Mexico. No more matches America bought in the last few months before Asane Boadu World Cup na. Would you show a go post ni mo and share no acquire error. It had ni be kubi. Ne mum ne dane de. Yamanena. A honey baby a machelo be sabe. Me as a Ghana need but tianum nyina me bo asiri he.
Oniaji.
Na Ghana need ade a Uruguay ya ye we wiase a ya bai pa ka me bo asiri he me ni age.
Na me na ayo musa.
And remember ya na person ka me hu Luis Suarez o TV no so na ke twa ne foni. Sa kwa no.
Suarez.
Na ke twa ne foni keke. Na ko osuma ma na nke twa ne foni no osuma ma na ka nipa ni age na emum amane sa bakapo me hwe se de Uruguay fo team ne tia we ne kofom Uruguay team we ne wo fom me hwe team omo build from 2006 ebadi be 2010 any said your muja honom de koya a team omo ba 2018 World Cup no mo 2 attackers Edison Cavani ni Luis Suarez. And they Darwin Nunez awako Saudi Arabia. And he did the lines the Maomo. They have not been short of producing quality attackers. I already turning a lot of games in recent years. Looking at the major tournaments, I'm find yourself in. But unfortunately, this is what when you fail to do certain things right, it comes up against you. I was even surprised that Ronald Araujo did not get an opportunity to even play at this World Cup. Literally, he's one of their best centre backs that you could look at. But with Marcelo Bielsa interview, right after the game, he looks disjointed, disappointed, and frustrated. Yeah. But Akose. They started the game on a very good. Go need to Momujano. If you took your time and watched the games, they started so well. Now if you want goalkeeper, will be a pipe no. Will be a pipe and you say who omo hitibia na Muslera akogina pipe na chi no de dadwa bom pan.
Na nwunu. No.
Or somebody
weapon formed against
we proper weapon formed against Uruguay pa.
It's prospering.
Masa, this is a pipe, no. A fluid, so the buggy put wire and tell be a gun. That was only a fetch or a father one or the chair. What father one hammer, their boom ta. Say, you know, to such a disappointing performance for Muslera. They shouldn't even look at him in the face and tell him, say, be a where they are you. There be 3 errors. They should look at him and tell him boldly in his face, one was higher. And this is the danger of a country calling for one particular player. So when you find a squad, this is the danger. danger Taiwan national team no. Then makongu video be enra. Carlo Ancelotti nebano. On Neymar.
Yeah.
That is the danger of the masses calling for players to be taken to the World Cup. So coaches here omadwuma mumma coaches in for players in quarter tournament na couple omokona se tournament no anko here you can boldly tell the coach say wo ya ma free hands kabo yes for player A for player B for player C one why your choices now the day what they call it it's a who so about one kasa day
forward here
but the moment I move force it because now you go phoning in a money in a couple. Go and look, follow them. Google, check it. You can go even through their social media handles. So Uruguay and not to me streamline it even what you see. Uruguay for Facebook, checking me. The supporters were calling for Muslera to be added to this team and taken to the World Cup by hook or crook. When Marcelo Bielsa decided, say even certain top players within the team come on a buffo buyer. Do you know the kind of intercommon na ko Ronald Araujo? But the day nipa mu nyina mu pushi say yemfa ne ko World Cup no. Ono na me akoyi mo funu akobie pipe no. Wa bie ejina so. Ebugu. Ena mama ko Carlo Ancelotti ne ba ne video a ye ma Neymar tactics. Unwani bia na o de hwe Neymar. O se akoyi bayi. Obe distorting your bebre. Obe saying your bebre. Ye bebre. That is the danger of listening to the masses when it comes to picking players to the World Cup.
Experience player or experience. So yeah, add the experience to the experience. Yeah, but. And
some of them, no, the problem is on say initially the call will be about taking them. Initially, Fanako. What did you call you? After Modric tournament, now when you say Manemo.
Oh, experience.
That issue now, so I'm graduate. Oh manenko we do could be any sort of bench clean
o kon so mezo betina bench
afi onye duru honom na no masasha say oh we the man more
was you do baby coach ni say Muslera na so be free to no
na un free mu say
no was a son
what carry a story
I mean na be
mo coach you try to say
yeah
Bashir for say the player about to bench coach me coach the beauty tennis no so okay fine
bra
no the start bless out water or bless no team coach no I hear say was no
you
play continue he said he wanted to play continue play
yeah
for so bo free o me new china kura be bo ama na nate
yeah
so bo itibo. And in the history of the World Cup, me who say game why my first half ya kwama ya bama keeper and him go say be
ni
but you see Spain were Jumaya World Cup if they want to go far. I think they have huge issues to deal with, and despite winning the game there are glimpses of a team war. Obia Clinic Akabia, you have trouble with them. On Bebre. And these are issues they will need to deal with.
Okay.
I've enjoyed the Spanish national team many a times, especially within the tournaments or find yourself playing in. But a couple, the truth of the matter is this Spanish team and the kind of football mobile tournament it doesn't come closer to how they played so well in the last 2 or 3 years, especially with the Nations League. Any the Euros. I don't know if I should use the word they say. Na omuteki a man for by surprise at the Euros due to coach no more appointing. And in the Nations League, omuteki a lot of teams by surprise. But it looks like this time teams are really ready for them. Teams are really ready for them. And Laporte ni Kubasi no. Dependent on the opponent they will have in the round of 32. they will need to have a look at themselves.
Okay.
A big look at themselves. It is a team with more questions than answers.